say, damn, life isn't hard. I keep reciting. It feels like I might fall apart. I keep trying. Sun's coming up and the glare is so blinding. I'm sick of hearing and seeing all of the people whining. You want something good, then you better go put the time in. You get what you pay for, and time is money. We climbing. It's prime time, it's my time, I got it. I'll be just fine, my mind, you can't stop it. Give me a vine to climb and I'll top it. Grow yourself a spine, got mine, that's a promise. Take a deep breath and head towards the darkness. The light at the end wasn't put there by no novice. My hand I extend, so welcome to my office. No time to repent, we're building and not stopping. And we gonna take it slow, and we gonna make it out this hole. And ain't nobody stopping us, no. So watch me as I go, watch me as I grow. And we ain't gonna take it slow, and we gon' make it out this hole. And ain't nobody stopping us, no. So watch me as I go, watch me as I grow. Yeah, I'm the fucking show.
All I'm going to say, best of luck, everyone. Black, bold, and bodacious, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, whoa, that's Jocko! What the fuck? Team captain, the ball hammer connected! Oh, 1, 2, 3, 5. Poke got pinned on his birthday. Everybody's one of it, champ. Oh, Dino! Oh, the briefcase! Merry Christmas! Divine intervention! She's not won a championship in a long time, but that is the perfect way to get a championship after a long time. That bold egghead gore, I was never in doubt, ladies and gentlemen. Earns her second championship. A former tag team champion, GMK. A reverend once Poke. Ace of the chamber. Oh, okay, reverses. Okay, reverses. Big clothesline. Looks to close it. Oh, he closes him in. Make him say, Aqua, we set up for the finisher after this, surely. Ladies and gentlemen, and new. Big D, the Natos, and Fitzy Finger. I can't wait for the dumpster match. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Number one wrestling show in sports entertainment. Oh my god. Oh my god, Norm! He's hulking up, ladies and gentlemen. What's Bobby doing on World Warzone? A choke slam to Eden. Ramon got pinned. Ramon got pinned! The greatest intercontinental champion. All he needs to do is close it! Drew has buried the pop of comb, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Smigo eliminated himself. Smigo just eliminated himself. Oh my god, it's Tony Stone! It's Tony Stone! The wise man! Go to sleep on Drew! Brian Curse is taking it, ladies and gentlemen! There was a back up that Zeke! Daniel is sucking! Oh, what is his fun doing here? Ramonic's done it, ladies and gentlemen! Ramonic is the new... He's elevated! He's back from sleep! Oh, he's here! Or will he pick RK, Queen of the Ring? Well, I've always been a fan of Key! I've always been a fan of Key! Spins around for the first face time of the show. It's King Daniel! Seconds after he won, all three stables have held the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, Ministry versus Ministry! Dragon Ramonic inside Hell in a Cell. That's what we love. Fury wins again. 3, 2, 1. It's a Claymore. Ladies and gentlemen. Get us labeled to Ron. What did Ron do, ladies and gentlemen? I have a vagina. Dumb bitch. Oh, Zeke being bent over. One kid. What the fuck? We will catch you in season number 4 for the final time. Until then, this is who we are. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the Regentskid YouTube channel. Today is a KR day, and today is a hot one. Ladies, make sure you're drinking water. Goodness gracious me. I don't know if we're going to make it through today's show. I feel like I'm on fire. I know it's Fury. I know that's the point of it. But goodness gracious me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad you done multiple R's instead of multiple K's on that message. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Lovely to see you all here today. Feeling excited, man. The veins are popping. That's how you know it's going to be a fun show. You know? It's how... Oh, man, I'm feeling it, baby. I can't move too much because then I might pass out, genuinely speaking. So let's keep it calm, keep it composed here today. Black was a choice. Not that there's anything wrong with that color. Just that it attracts heat. And I'm wearing black. Today's Fury is too big to not make. Bro, it's a big one. I'm already sweating. I'm already perspiring, ladies and gentlemen. Looking shredded as... I've been working out. Oh, fuck. Oh, I might have to be subbed out. I have to be never beating the accusations and the allegations. KR looking hench today. Oh, man. Luckily, I'm wearing shorts today. Hey, Brett. Goodness gracious me. Normally in the undies. Right. We had a big announcement before today's show, ladies and gentlemen. We had a big announcement from the boss man, my boss, your boss, everyone's boss. Well, let's pause that. Hold on a second. Hold on just a second, because something more important than the boss has just perked up, ladies and gentlemen. Hope Eternal, the leader of the Final Testament, is here, the leader of the new world, here in RPW, your prestigious champion, might I add. Officially, the longest reigning RPW prestigious champion in all of Regents Pro Wrestling history. The veins may pop at the excitement. Can we have a round of applause for Hope Eternal, the longest ever world champion? I see the little hearts and stuff going. People are loving it, ladies and gentlemen. People are absolutely loving it. They really, really are. Message automatically. Jocko's here saying, cut that shit out. That is not happening. Longest ever prestigious champion. I'm sweating. I am sweating. Holy shit. Wrong button. Yeah, right. My goodness gracious me. Oh, my nipples almost show there. We don't mind, right? We don't mind. We don't mind. We don't mind. We've seen crazier stuff. Daryl Keith Ford. Daryl Ford 051. Love the name, my friend. Welcome into Friday Night Fury, ladies and gentlemen. Hope Eternal. It's amazing to see you here today. Clip it. Let's calm down on the nip clips, okay? Let's calm down on the nip clips. Free the nips. Maybe one day, ladies and gentlemen. First things first, as always, here in RPW. Before we... You guys like me, right? Okay, first things first, here in RPW, we spin the wheel to determine if the randomizer champion Poker will indeed be defending the RPW randomizer championship here today on Friday Night Fury. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Lands on yes. Finally, we willed it into existence. Ladies and gentlemen, fuck me. Who told me to bring this much energy? Was this really on the script today? My goodness gracious me. Finally, we get a fatal four-way for the randomizer championship. Poke is back on Fury. Poke is defending. Who is Poke up against is the question. Let's find out the answer. Let's find out the answer. Oh, there goes my hammy. Oh, I should have moved that much. Oh, this is why I don't wrestle. Oh, man. Oh, is RK on standby at all? Fuck me. Oh, pulled something then. Pulled something then. Oh, man. You know when it goes. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, that was a bad one. That was a bad one. We have Poke and the Reverend. Well, this is shaping up to be fun, isn't it? Really shaping up to be fun. Oh, bugger me. Oh, see, this is why RK does the wrestling, man. Fat Dad, the first ever randomizer champion. And last but not least... before I pass out. Maurice Axel, ladies and gentlemen. What a fun-filled Fatal 4-Way matchup, eh? What a fun-filled Fatal 4-Way matchup this is shaping up to be. You know? This is amazing, guys. We can hang out as friends. Just have a good time. And hopefully make it through the entire show because oh boy, I'm in pain right now, like physically and emotionally. There's a lot of pain right now. That the heat is going, my hammy's gone. It's gonna be a fun one though. Hopefully it's gonna be a fun one, ladies and gentlemen. Reverend. Goodness gracious me. How very exciting. Flexibility non-existent. Let's calm down, guys. You got it, RK. Well, first of all, my name's not RK, my name's KR, but I do appreciate the guys, I think I've used up all my energy in the pre-show. I am hot, dude. Holy balls. Oh, KR, we love you. I'm trying. You gotta thank you, man. I'm trying, man. I do this for you guys, you know. At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, fucking all right, Brett. Jesus Christ, I thought it was beginning of the day, not at the end of the day. At the beginning of the day, Fatal 4-Way matchup for the randomizer. Oh, who put entry? The pre-show, Brett, on the pre-show. Get them in the ring, man. Get them in. This is the pre-show. You think we have time to be watching Reverend walk down to the ring? Come on now. Let's calm down, guys. Let's calm down. Bungay! Good to see you, my friend. Fatal 4-Way matchup for the randomizer championship here today. I love you guys, man. Let's do this. Rough refereeing. Taking that, man. I just rolled the bit. Listen, man. I had commentators out on the indies napping on the commentary desk. I can't believe it. I'll be honest, it's because I saw Hope Eternal's name late. It just gives me that bit of boost. It gives me that bit of energy I need in the morning. You know, even though it's not the morning anymore. I see Hope Eternal's name. I'm just like, I'm in it now. You know, I'm in it. I'm ready for the greatest show possible. You know, I'm ready, man. If Hope Eternal's ready for RPW, KR is ready for RPW. If Hope Eternal says RPW is no longer a thing, guess what? Boom, it's done. Maurice Axel pinning the Reverend. Well, that'd be a sight. I wouldn't have been mad. I would not have been mad. Ladies and gentlemen. I noticed Vince booked 8 matches today instead of 9. Thank you. Maurice Axel, the only left standing in the ring. Fredo joining us, leader of the Bullet Club. Well, he's fired up already. Well, while Maurice Axel is alone in the ring, I do want to say, we had an announcement, ladies and gentlemen, from Vince Shimon, from the boss man himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Supremacy of the Stables next Saturday, June 28th, right here on the Regentskid YouTube channel. Stables are fighting to be the best, okay? Now, we know the Final Testament are going to be main eventing with both of the tag team titles on the line. The RPW tag team titles, obviously Daniel and the Reverend, and then the World Tag Team titles, obviously, we have the Reverend and Zeke, ladies and gentlemen. So, their opposition, it's either going to be the Authority or the Resistance. So, let's say, for example, Fredo, the Resistance win. Fredo can pick 2 World Warzone superstars and 2 Fury superstars. If the Resistance win in the main event of Supremacy of the Stables, the World Warzone tag team will walk home with the World Tag Team titles. Let's say it's Nico and Calicane, I don't know. And then the Fury of the Resistance, let's say it's, I don't know, B&B, Bold Brian and Damien Mack, just for example. They will go with the RPW tag team titles. You have 4v4 elimination matchup. I can't wait. Look at Reverend doing splits. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of champions and new randomizer champion, the Reverend is a triple champ. Good luck to anyone trying to win that. The Reverend is a triple champion. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. This is why your hands should be together. I told you, man. The Final Testament are here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. They aren't going anywhere. They aren't going anywhere, man. people saying fuck the light and people trying to join the... Listen, you're making a bad choice, man. Especially the rookies out there starting your career. You're just fall in line, bro. Just fall in line. Wasn't Fat Dad Reverend's first victim? I think so. Just fall in line. All you have to do is say, you know, praise the light. It's all you have to do, ladies and gentlemen. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Oh, my goodness gracious me. The Reverend is a triple champion, ladies and gentlemen. The Reverend is a triple champion. And I don't think the Resistance are going to be too fond of that outcome. Poke drops the randomizer championship already. He was number 13, but it didn't last all that much. Goodness gracious me, like what happened to Twit. Listen, it's time to fall in line, ladies and gentlemen, man. It's time to fall in line. Twisted's just a... But you say that, but Twisted's not... It's not like he's part of your team now, part of the reserve. Twisted don't know who he is. You know? Twisted don't know who he is. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, all you need to do is praise the light, man. People need to start realizing. He could drop in at 8-man tables. It's not the be-all. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I think it's come to a point that isn't as fun, KR. Hey, again, best of luck to you, Anthony Richards. You're one of them. I think, you know, you're a rookie coming up. You have a lot to lose. So, best of luck is all I'll say, ladies and gentlemen. What a start, though. Hey, what a damn start. Here on Fury, triple champion, the Reverend Colm, Fury's newest superstar, joining us here today. Put your hands together for the final testament. Put your hands together for Hope Eternal, ladies and gentlemen, on Friday Night Fury. This is who we are.
Strong, stand tall, stay up, don't fall, give it everything you want. No fears, no walls, just fight, no lies, push yourself to the limits, it's the fight for it all.
What a damn day to be a Fury fan. Kick it. When was the last time we opened up a show with a tag team matchup, by the way? So very excited for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go for this one. Normally the tag team match is in the second slot. I think we need... Listen, the new intros are coming, okay? The new intros are coming. We've spoken... Listen, I'm not in charge of them, okay? I'm not in charge. The new intros are coming, so I've heard. We just gotta stay calm on that front, ladies and gentlemen. Akira Tanaka making her way out to the ring here today for some 2-on-2. No, we said this like, listen. It's hot, okay, Brett is he's sweating like a stuffed pig, okay? He's sweating like we'll let him off. We'll let him off. New intros coming soon. Can the World Warzone intro just be Hope Eternal the entire time? I think that'll be pretty cool. Got a Hope Eternal poster in my apartment because my divorced wife kicked me out. Akira Tanaka waving to the commentary table though. Love Akira Tanaka. Not as much as Hope Eternal, but Akira Tanaka in the ring ready for this one, ladies and gentlemen. 2-on-2 action to kick things off. Now it's interesting, there's a new stable here today which no one really seems to know too much about. Well, that's Alana Carr's music. Is Tressa Lam not making... Well, there's Alana Carr. There's a new attire. Alana Carr with a new blue and... no... Tressa Lam was supposed to be with Akira Tanaka, ladies and gentlemen. Last we saw Tressa Lam was on Warzone getting involved in Hope Eternal's match versus Noel Park. And now, all of a sudden, Akira Tanaka is in the Fury... Maybe is Tressa running late? I'm not too sure. Don't give him a poster. He'll hang it above his bed. That's exactly where the poster is. Ladies and gentlemen, Alana Carr in the ring. Now, people are saying, you know, potentially ACHE is over. Sienna Violet, you can see the matching gear. Blue and green representing Evolution. So it is a new stable. Is it a female-only stable? Is it for Supremacy, the stable? Is there someone else involved? I don't know. It is a new stable. But there seems to be no sign of Tressa Lam in the ring as of yet. I don't know if the match is going to be going ahead. I don't know if something's going to be changed. Akira Tanaka is in the ring ready to go. And both Alana and Sienna are in the ring. The bell has been rung and it is a 2-on-1, ladies and gentlemen. No Tressa Lam. No Tressa Lam. It's a 2-on-1 tornado handicap match all of a sudden. Last we saw Tressa Lam, like I said, was on World Warzone. She snuck in with a Hope Eternal, ladies and gentlemen. She snuck into the ring with Hope Eternal. Got involved where she shouldn't have been involved in. The blue and green attires are interesting. Who we think is part of Evolution? Where is Tressa Lam? Is Nicole O'Grady in the arena? Is Noel Park? Is someone able to come to that? Sienna Violet rolls out. Alana Carr has Akira Tanaka in the ring. Down on the canvas. And people are standing up. They're cheering, Leon. There is Nicole O'Grady. There is the Women's World Champion. So Tressa Lam apparently not in the arena today, but Nicole O'Grady is. The Women's World Champion, of course, had a championship match against Akira Tanaka and then announced she joined Damage Control as the leader. Nicole O'Grady comes down to the ring for this one. Lovely moonsault there by Sienna Violet, not quite connecting the way she wanted to. Akira Tanaka back up to her feet. We'll have a look indeed. Alana Carr to the outside. Apparently it's an Extreme Rules matchup now. Akira Tanaka missing. Nicole O'Grady knocking. Oh, they sledgehammer down with a lovely Inzaguri. Nicole O'Grady, Women's World Champion, showing up, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely uppercut by Alana Carr, though. And the opener, leaving many questions to the Upper Universe. Who is involved with Evolution? Who's in charge of Evolution? If there's anyone else with them. Where is Tressa Lam? This team cooks, though. Didn't Papino wear similar attires last week? Lovely kick by Nicole O'Grady. I'll be honest, I'll have to go and look. Sam. My memory is absolute. I can't remember for the life. I can't remember what happened yesterday, let alone last week. Damage Control. Hey, it's Supremacy the Stables month. Week even. Next week. And Nicole O'Grady showing some support to Damage Control here today. A hectic opener. 2-on-2 tornado tag match now. With Nicole O'Grady. Who cares about Papino? Welcome in 600k. Good to see you, my friend. The women's tag division is evolving. Gonna be interesting to see if Alana Carr and Sienna Violet do better than she did with Andrea Garcia. I like the tag team with Andrea Garcia, but they didn't really do too much in the women's tag team division. GMK, a big fan of this new team up. Look at Sienna Violet. Oh, Nicole O'Grady, smart to roll in and break up the submission. Just as Sienna Violet was flying. Is there any word on Tressa Lam backstage, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, I've not seen it today, but I didn't think anything of it. I don't see all the superstars booked normally. I just roll up and do my job. She was definitely booked with Akira Tanaka. But again, after getting involved with Hope Eternal on Monday, I don't think it was the smart thing to do for Tressalam, I'll be honest with you. Costing Hope that match. Akira Tanaka alone in the ring now. With both superstars of Evolution. No, Alana leaves. Akira smart to roll out as well. Do we think it's just these two, or do we think it's a stable, ladies and gentlemen? Evolution, it sounds more like a stable. It sounds more like a group of people as opposed to a tag team, you know? Like some names have a tag team name, some names have like a stable name. Evolution sounds more like a group. Trying to like evolve RP. Maybe I'm reaching, I don't know. Think there'll be more? I agree, but who would it be? I think it's a stable, like 2 more members. I mean, someone go look at last week after. Apparently, Sam said Pepino was wearing a similar thing. I can't remember. Oh, I do remember. He wore like the weird... I do remember, actually. He wore blue and green. Welcoming Cold Boy. Good to see you here today, my friend. In action up next in a triple threat matchup, which I'm very, very excited for. Nicole O'Grady on the outside. Sienna Violet in the ring. Nicole O'Grady slingshot. Larry, a lovely maneuver. Akira Tanaka submission on the outside. Alana Clark breaks out of it. Nicole O'Grady 360. No scope. The Tyler Howell shots here. Nicole the pinfall. On Sienna Violet. Busted open in the ring to counter the kick out. So it could be Sienna Violet, Alana Clark, and Pepino. Seems like a random team up. Oh, FYF, down goes Sienna Violet. Alana Clark in the ring. Akira Tanaka gets in the way. Double roundhouse kick. Akira Tanaka running interference. 1, 2, and 3. And the Women's World Champion continuing the run of her career with a lovely pinfall there, ladies and gentlemen. Damage Control on top here today. Oh, and that's Lady Dream and Mozzarella Cheese. Lady Dream of the Authority. Mozzarella Cheese, of course, the Liberty Champion. Akira Tanaka has vacated the Divine Women's Championship, ladies and gentlemen. She will be challenging Mozzarella Cheese. I don't know if it's at the pay-per-view or not, but it's going to be Akira versus Cheese for the Liberty Championship. Cheese knows that. And Cheese gets back up with Lady Dream as they come out and ruin the celebrations of Damage Control. Very, very good opener, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very good opener indeed. Nicole and Akira with the win. Akira Tanaka, amazing interference right at the end then to stop the pinfall being broken up. Who is involved in Evolution? Where is Tressa Lamb? When will Akira vs Cheese happen? Those are some questions we need answering. Ladies and gentlemen, after that opener, my goodness gracious, you can tell it's almost a pay-per-view day. I will sort this out once I find out what's happened. There will be repercussions. You can tell it's going to be a crazy day, ladies and gentlemen. When the opener is like that, you can tell it's going to be an absolutely crazy show as things advance here on Friday Night Fury, a triple threat matchup. Now, Vince also said he and Jocko have been talking a lot since going for gold about the Authority versus the Resistance. I was trying to think back if there's been many Authority vs Resistance matchups, because the main event of Supremacy is either Authority or Resistance going for the tag team titles. So, I mean, this has both of them involved. This has Resistance and it has Authority. Last week, Giant beat Cold Boy. So maybe that was one of the matches they was looking for. Dragon pinned Dino in the gauntlet match. So maybe that was one of the matches, like one of the moments there was, maybe it's like a point system. It was 1-1. I'm trying to think if there was any other moments between the Authority and the Resistance. Bob Bryan also part of the Resistance, of course. I think they'll have quite a lot. That's what I'm saying. I remember Smiley pinning Sims. Smiley's part of the Resistance. He pinned Sims in the Rise Daniel Black gauntlet, I remember. So I remember on World Wars, I think Dino and Sims beat, you know, Fredo and Lamin in a tag team match, as well as there was like other people as well, but there was a match. So maybe it's like a point system. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but BNB have been rocking as well. They're involved here today. Going to be a very good matchup indeed. This match is going to cook. Anthony with the week off today. Hopefully we get you on a dark match, because I've been loving what I'm seeing from you. I've been loving what I'm seeing from you, that's for sure. This is interesting though, because again, if they are counting like that, this is 2 vs 1 technically. This is 2 Resistance and only 1 Authority. So I don't know what they've been doing, but again, There's going to be a decider. Maybe it's next. Maybe the final week will decide who will be at the main event. I don't know. I do know Fredo has to choose. Apparently, Fredo has to choose superstars to compete in a triple threat matchup to determine who will go for the World Heavyweight and Universal Championship. So, I mean, that's a I mean, the Resistance have a lot of people now. That, you know, Anthony Richards, he could pick for Friday Night Fury. It doesn't have to be Bullet Club. It doesn't have to be long-standing Resistance members. It could be anyone. Ladies and gentlemen, there is the Internet Champion. He beat Coldboy last week. He beat Ollie on Rise yesterday. He's been cooking with that Internet Championship New Authority logo at the back there. Looking very, very nice indeed. As the Great Giant makes his way down to the ring. Triple threat action here today. We keep saying this, but RPW is at his best, bar TFT. Tournaments Supremacy. Hopefully a dark match feels weird not being in the ring on a Friday. I'd love to see you on the RPW Network. Bold Brian, Coldboy T, and the Great Giant. Triple threat matchup here on Friday Night Fury. Look at Bold Brian. It's like looking in a mirror, ladies and gentlemen, except for the hair, which I have an abundance of. Imagine being bold. Bold Brian's only like... I don't know how old Bold Brian... He's been about for a while, actually. He's been about for a while. He makes Bold look good. He makes Bold look good. He really, really does. I think I couldn't rock it. You know, I think a Bold KR. I got close back in the day with the Cure. They almost tried to lure me in. But this is why the final testament over. This is why I hope Eternal over. The ring is reinforced. I hope so. As reinforced as that leg. What is Coldboy got? He's got an apple. Anyone leave an apple under the ring? Coldboy wants revenge on the Giant today. After last week's title match. Bold Brian, the first ever World Heavyweight Champion. Maybe we see him in a triple threat match next week. To determine the #1 contenders. So, just in case you missed the announcement, ladies and gentlemen, on World Warzone, there's going to be 2 triple threat matches. We don't know what stables are involved, but there's going to be 2 triple threat matches. Both winners will go to Supremacy against Zeke in a triple threat matchup. And same on Fury. There's going to be 2 triple threat matches. Both winners will go to Supremacy against Brandon Bombs for the World Heavyweight Championship. Well, I say it might be against Charmander. Charmander might be representing Air Boom as Supremacy, I just realized. If he wins it here today, I think Vince had a lot of faith in Brandon because he wrote against Brandon in the news, but it could be against Charmander if he wins today. Remember, last 2 times Charmander's been World Heavyweight Champ, it's because he beat Brandon Bombs. So he could potentially do it a 3rd time. Here today in the main event, we also have Dragon and Nugiardi for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Oh my goodness. Which is very, very exciting indeed. Bold Brian. Bit afraid of the Giant there. Brian back involved in the ring. Coldboy on the outside. Ralph joins the ring as well. Here we go. This one's starting to heat up now. Would be a great 3-peat for Charmander. Remember, if Charmander wins, that's also his 14th championship. So he's no longer tied with Poke. They constantly tie, and then one takes the lead, and then they tie again. One takes the lead. I'm interested to see if we get an outright, you know, runaway leader with the most championships in RPW. Right now tied at 13, which is crazy. Giant eating that forearm right to the face. Giant, oh, he's going for the choke slam. He's going for the choke slam. Wouldn't want to be alone in the ring with Giant. And that's exactly what Coldboy is, but using the trash can lid to his advantage. Very smart, that is. Very, very smart indeed. Use whatever you can to take down the Giant. Oh, a submission maneuver. Giant not one to tap out easily, though. And now Coldboy alone in the ring with him. Again, I don't think it's what you want. Big clothesline now. If that was Regents Rumble, Coldboy would have been eliminated. Luckily for him, it's not, though. If I go in the ring with the Giant, I would have my brain squashed out, my eyesight. He's a big man. He's a very big man. As he jumps on Bold Brian, 2.9. I thought that might be done. I thought that might be done. The Giant, since returning, has looked the best he's ever looked in RPW. He's returned with such a gusto. Such energy and passion for wrestling again. He looks better than ever. Under the guise of Vince Shimon. Under the mentorship of our boss and the CEO. It surprised me to see Giant with the likes of Sims, Dino, etc. But he's fitting right in. He's a champion. And he's doing what needs to be done, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Giant with the table. Now that would be fun. That would be very fun. Cold Boy T going for his trifecta of suplexes. And connecting on all three. Goes up for the pinfall. Ralph is there. It ain't like Rebecca where he's slow. Broken up at the last second by Giant though. Still no Giant chokeslam. You know he's got it locked and loaded and waiting. And one of those chokeslams, it could be done. The 3 ice cubes. Oh, and down goes Giant. Back first. Spine first. Bold Bryan is watching. No, he breaks it up. I thought the Resistance might be teaming then. I think it was a thought in Bold Bryan's mind. Should I let Cold Boy win? But at the end of the day, he's a fighter. The first ever World Heavyweight Champion. He's not going to let someone else take the win. He wants it for himself. And here we go. Back involved. I still think one chokeslam is done. I think Giant wins today. I can't look past the big man. I can't look past him. Nice hip toss. 7'2", near 700 pounds, stepping over Cold Boy T. Cold Boy rolls out, hand across the throat, Giant chokeslam to Bold Bryan. Cold Boy rolls out, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3. I told you, one chokeslam is all it takes, ladies and gentlemen. The Giant has been on a tear. The Authority with the win. I love the new logo. Looks way better than the old one. And the Internet Champion is absolutely stomping through the competition, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely stomping through the competition. He is so good. He really, really is. Like, he was good back in the day, but he was never this dominant. He never really lived up to his size and his strength, you know? Whereas now, it looks like he is absolutely unstoppable. And going from near 700 pounds to under 205, a Cruiserweight Classic match of the Intercontinental Champion. Coming off a loss yesterday on Rise against HK Styles. Going to want to rectify that here today against Damian Mack. The Cruiserweight Classic tournament continuing to find out who would take on Daniel Black for the Cruiserweight Championship. I love a good little one-match eliminator, that's for sure. I love a Cruiserweight Classic, of course. So far, if I get it up here today, Anthony Richards beat Calacane and a Tolu beat Davey LaRusso. Only 2 matches so far in the Cruiserweight Classic matchup. Now that I think of the colors, he kind of have similar colors to Thingy. Kind of like blue and green. It's more like, not metallic, I don't know what you call it. Pearlescent? Is that the one? I don't know. Kind of looks similar though to what we saw in the opener. I know GMK's won that all season, to be fair. GMK and Damian Mack. Hello? I thought Damian Mack was a Resistance man through and through. Pearlescent, good word. TFT in the house, apparently. Unholy Union. Some buttons are being pressed. Brett, can we make a note of Damian Mack so we can get it fixed? Damian Mack-tron. That's shenanigans right there. Getting in the head of the Resistance. Where's that fan? Brett, where's that? Now we're talking, man. Goodness great, I've been sat here sweating my balls off. Sorry. I know it's not. Nice to think about. Oh, that's better. That's better. Just a little bit, not by much, but we move on. Damian Mack. and GMK. Winner of this faces either Ethan Eclipse or Charmander in the next round. This is an exciting one. Wasn't GMK with Pepino last week too? Again, see, you have a better memory than me. You have a better memory. If he was, then it makes sense then. They're all wearing the same colors. That was a gigantic match. Was indeed. Unlucky Bob Bryan taking the pin. Good match, though. Oh, I love a good count-out on a Friday. Don't we all? I love a good count-out, dude. Who else is fond of a little count-out here and there? You know? Fan cam in action. GMK gets Damien Mack back into the ring. No count-outs today, Cole. In the champion. Intercontinental champion, sorry. Goes to the top rope. Down goes Mack. GMK could potentially have back-to-back losses here. He lost yesterday. Would not be great for the Intercontinental. Oh my goodness, champion. Wowzers. That was impressive. Mack fights back though. BNB been good recently. Of course, Bob Bryan coming off a loss, but they've been good. Tell you what, Cowboy, you've got Harland giving a good showing. Damien Mack over to the corner. Damien Mack trying to rectify the loss. From Bob Bryan, rolling forward into a clothesline takedown. Lovely maneuver. Doesn't hook the leg, though. Doesn't hook the leg. Which is interesting. I thought Damien Mack might have had that one then. Instead goes for more. Has him up. Oh, one on his back he goes. Hook of the leg. Ralph is there. Intercontinental champion just kicks out. Cruiserweight Classic continues, ladies and gents. I thought GMK was done right then. I really, really did. Big fan of Damien Mack. Staying in control of this one. Lovely springboard. God. I love a Cruiserweight Classic. Just puts on some amazing matches. Superstars flying around the ring. Whizzing around. The high-flying, high-energy moves that we see. Fan cam back in action. Which I love very much. I hope I can meet one of these dudes down the line. I would absolutely love to see Anthony Richards continue in the Cruiserweight Classic, that's for sure. Some good competition in there as well. Some really good competitions. Richard Mullins is RPW, my friend. I don't play FIFA. This is Regents Pro Wrestling as GMK goes to the top rope again. Damien Mack, precarious position. GMK. Very close to the barricade there. IC champion showing up. But what a win it would be for Damien Mack if he pins the Intercontinental champion. Not only does he progress in the Cruiserweight Classic, but that's a big pin for him. Never been a brand champion as Damien Mack. Pinning the Intercontinental champion would do amazing things. Oh, that's too far. That's too far. Damien Mack, I told you. I respect the effort. I knew it was too far, though. I knew it was way too far for him. Damien trying to rally the fans after that miss. There's a frog splash. There we go. That's more like it. In the corner again. Bro, this guy brings out the craziest moves. Handstands, cartwheels, front rolls. Hooks the leg. Or the Intercontinental champion. And Damien Mack advances. GMK will not be next in line for the Cruiserweight Championship. What an upset. Back-to-back losses for GMK. That's one of the biggest pinfalls of Damien Mack's career, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. He just pinned the Intercontinental champion. Just like that. Could the Intercontinental Championship reign of GMK be coming to an end, ladies and gentlemen? Could it be coming to an end? Is the question. Goodness gracious me. You have to ask yourself, is GMK still up for being the Intercontinental Champion? I'm just clustered right now. No excuses, though. That is a big, big win ladies and gentlemen. For Dave, it's always massive when you pin a brand champion, even if it's not for the belt. It's always absolutely massive. It really, really is a gargantuan win for Damian Mack, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very impressive. Very, very impressive indeed. GG's and GMK. Gotta start locking in a bit, I think, especially with Supremacy of the Stables coming. I don't know, you know, we don't know if you're going to be defending or not, of course, but if that Intercontinental Championship is on the line at Supremacy against someone in a stable, oh boy, or maybe Damian Mack just earned himself a title match, who knows? Did he qualify for the Invitational? If he didn't, he deserves a place in there. I don't even remember. If I'm honest with you, I would hope he did, ladies and gentlemen. Because Damian Mack, what a win it was here today as Juliana makes her way down to the ring for this one. Big fan of Juliana. Has anyone even held a championship for 100 days? The reigns are quite short. Are you asking this season or of all time, Anthony Richards? Depends on what your question is. He deserves a fine. He really, really does. Check this. I was gonna, because if you're asking of all time, oh boy, I know you're new here. You missed out last season. Goodness gracious me. So Andrea Garcia potentially not involved with Alana Carr anymore. I got my answer, which is interesting. I thought ACAG was awesome, but again, maybe she's moving away from tag team division. I liked Andrea Garcia when she first came in. I thought she would have been a champ by now. That she was a Libya champ not very long. And this is a qualifying match. The winner of this potentially gets a Liberty Championship match after Akira Tanaka, of course, has vacated a Divine Women's Championship. Yeah, this season, I mean, I said it at the beginning, it's like the season of chaos this season. It really, really is. Championships are going left, right, and center. Hope Eternal is the longest champ right now at 88 days. But yeah, if you're talking of all time, we've had some long ones. We've had some long ones. Last year, Poke had a belt for 405 days. Bobby was a champ for 398 days. We've had some long ones, my friend. We've had some long ones. Novak oversleeping for Fury. Personally, AG can be a star on her own. I like Andrea Garcia, I do. I like Andrea Garcia. I like Juliana too, though. I think it's a good match. Size versus speed. It's a very, very fun matchup indeed. Good to see Luca here today. United States champion, of course, announced. The RPW World Cup is actually a thing. Who would have thought? We spoke about it so long ago. So long ago. Who would have thought it's actually going to be a thing, ladies and gents, eh? Who would have thought it's actually going to be a thing? How very, very fun. Andrea Garcia starting off very strongly in this one. Juliana thrown it to the outside. Rather disrespectfully. Ralph starting the count. Represent your nation. Fan cam in action. I don't know if you guys have heard from it. I'm from Sealand. I'm representing. Hopefully that's okay. No, Adam Sandler, front row. For Friday Night Fury. Absolutely outrageous. I see Vanessa Hudgens. I see Chris Smooth over in the corner. Got some big names involved. Juliana, nice reversal. Oh, there's Adam Sandler, second row. He never misses out. Good luck to everyone competing. Running knee struck by Juliana. Might want to get back into the ring here today. The Bridge Nation. Might want to get back into the ring, and she does. Andrea Garcia started strong. Juliana looking to take over now, though. On her knees, big drop kick down low. Across the face, brutal shot. Very, very, very brutal shot. Just got spider. I'm gonna shut myself. I love your World Cup idea, by the way. I'd be watching it. Very good idea. Very, very, very good idea. Again, it's something we've spoken about for a long, long time. A long, long time here in RPW. The RPW World Cup, but it never quite happened, so it's good to see it happening for the United States Championship. Going to be very fun indeed. Juliana, hook of the leg. Middle of the ring, just a one count and a kick out. As this one continues, Vinu joins us for Friday Night Fury. As Juliana sets up one more time. And Jerk, I see with the reversal, though. Love the attires in the ring today. Irish Rip rebound, no, German suplex. Lovely reversal. Very, very nice. Lock up between the two. Brand new pop in my head. When I watched a World Cup, it happens, man. Sometimes those ideas happen, you know. Sometimes those ideas just come to you. Hopefully it works out for you. Considering it's not a full brand, a full company thing, it's just World Warzone. I think there's enough, though. By the looks of it, there's a lot of different nations potentially being represented. A lot of different nations potentially being represented, which is nice. Gives people something fun to fight about. I'm assuming it's going to start after Supremacy. I just realized after Supremacy, we might have Case in the Chamber qualifications too. Because that is the next pay-per-view in July. So that is going to be a mighty fun time. Superstars competing to fight in the chamber. Juliana not going for the pinfall. Instead goes for the submission. Single leg Boston Crab. Garcia worms her way out of it, though, showing that strength again. It's a tester, perhaps. It's good. That is just one show, maybe. That's true. Big boot. Very, very big boot. Love the new attire, Anthony Richards. Very nice indeed. Scotland's no business being this hot. It's a very hot one today. Why do you think I got this going? Very hot one indeed. Garcia gets reversed. These two are grappling up, by the way. What a matchup. What a matchup. Juliana's been awesome since returning. Of course, Emily Rivera also returning recently. Nice clothesline gets reversed. Garcia with the strength knife power slam. Juliana reverses back into a clothesline takedown. And Juliana now setting up for the end. Looking to finish it. Here today, look at the strength that she slams down Andrea. Ralph rolls in 1, 2, and 3. And Juliana, a mighty, mighty, mighty big win. Never been a champion yet in RPW. Could potentially be looking for her first championship of her career. What a victory. Ladies and gentlemen, from Juliana, representing Russia, since we're speaking about the World Cup. Very, very impressive. Only bad is Key would be representing my country unless Coke is in there. Goodness gracious me. Hey, man. Either or, you know. Either or. Will do. I think both are good. Good choices. I'm assuming for the superstars, I'm not sure Coke would want to fight his own teammate. Again, the Authority do it different, man. The Authority do it differently. Juliana now stealing Oliver's song. Oh, Ollie fell off. Authority do it. Authority don't care who they all want to be the best. They all want to be the best. I'm intrigued to see out of the Shield who goes for the triple threat next week, though. Because to Vince said there's a triple threat for the Universal Championship. Now, Luca's a United States champion. Does he feel like he's ready for the Universal title? Or is he already a champ, so is he going to let Coke go for it? That's going to be interesting to see. That's going to be very interesting to see. I wonder who makes that decision. Flag graphics for the matches are gonna cook. Brett, flag
the following
for the World Cup matches. Flags on screen as they're flags, so we know what nation they're representing. Yeah, more work, Brett. Yeah, thank GMK for that one. Roddy Hall, who's been on form. This is another one. Resistance versus the Authority. That to Vince was talking about. Where's his theme? I love his theme song. Write that down as well. Write that down. Roddy, Tron, and Song. There we go. At least Brett's, remembering some songs today. It's never too late to become a double champ on WoW Warzone. But that's what I'm saying. Will Coke be happy with you going for it? That's up to the Shield. to choose, ladies and gentlemen. Roddy Hall and Sibs. I was just going to say it, Fredo. Roddy's been cooking, dude. Roddy's been looking very, very good. He has indeed on Front of Fury. Roddy Ripper Hall. I mean, his percentage is down at 33. But I feel like he's looked way better recently. Maybe he's won a couple matches. I'm not too sure. Maybe we have a bit of an American Bash situation for the finale of the World Cup. I don't know what that means. But Sibs versus Roddy. Resistance versus Authority. Big meat in the ring. I'm ready for this one. I'm glad the show's flying on. Main event's going to be 45 minutes. Imagine Roddy pins Sibs. Would be massive. Nice, Robert. Look at these two big beefcakes, man. Two big beefcakes. Here today. Nice takedown by Sibs. Early doors. Pinfall. Already a 2 count. And Sibs, I thought he had it one already for some reason. I think Roddy's a bit more resilient than that these days. I'm interested to see who Fredo picks for the triple threat and for the main event. Because the question is, does Fredo put himself in the triple threat to try win back his Universal Championship against Zeke? Or does he go in the main event and try to take a tag team belt off of the Final Testament and get a pay-per-view main event? That's if the Resistance win, of course, but that's going to be interesting to see. And also, from the Resistance, who's going to step up and asked to be picked? Who's he going to pick for the World Heavyweight and the Universal? And then who's he going to trust in the main event? Would he trust someone like Kyle and Nico? Would he maybe goes to like the Palmer's Paradise? It's going to be a big pick, regardless. Going to be a big pick by Fredo. That's for sure. Sibs face first into the corner. Roddy head full of steam with the clothesline. Lovely maneuver, lovely strength as well. From the big man Sibs. Oh my goodness gracious me, on the big man Sibs I should say. Sibs tucked on a lot of mass since we've last seen him. But Roddy Ripper Hall does not care about that. He's always been one of the stronger superstars in RPW. Yet to be a brand champ himself. I'd love to see Roddy go for the World Heavyweight Championship in the triple threat next week, but I'd also love to see Bold Bryan, the first ever world champ, go for it as well. So that's going to be interesting to see who goes for that, if BNP and B are involved. I wonder if the Smile are involved, if the Fallen shows a few. Like, I wonder who is involved against who. Roddy Ripper Hall gets reversed. Sibs off to a slow start in this one. Missing with the headbutt. That head was flailing to no avail. Punch down low, take the wind right out of you. When you get that gut punch, all of your breath just dissipates right from beneath you. It really does. Irish whip. Off the rope. Nobody home. Sibs is stunned, though. Roddy again. Look at this strength, man. Roddy's cooking today. A win against Sibs is never a bad thing. Really never a bad thing. Once again. Oh, I was going to say has him up. His back went, though, too much. There's a headbutt right to the chest. Down goes Roddy. Sibs not going. Normally goes for the Claymore after the headbutt. This time it did not. Irish whip. Off the rope. There's the Claymore. Down goes Roddy. Sibs, he doesn't pin off the Claymore anymore. He's done this a couple times where he goes for a submission off the Claymore now. I don't know why he doesn't pin anymore. Off of the Claymore. At one point, that was the most deadly finisher in RPW. When you saw a Claymore, you used to know it was done by Sibs. Now he refuses to pin after it. He's favoring the Future Shock DDT more to win matches. Roddy rolls out. Sibs instantly overturned, running power slam. Right in front of the crowd. That little girl's loving it. I think he was trying to get Roddy back in the ring then. To no avail, big clothesline, fan cam back in action. Big 3-on-3 matchup to come before the 2 title matches to end off the show. Roddy on the outside. Would be unfortunate for Sibs to lose 2 matches in a week via countout. Oh, and the steel steps. Really would be unfortunate. Right into the camera goes Sibs. Roddy. Ripper. Oh, F5. He worked him around. Both superstars down. What is Ralph on? Count of 9, ladies and gentlemen. Both superstars down. Neither of them make it back in. Roddy Ripper Hall. I saw his back going. He had him up, bro. He had him up. He switched him around, got him on his shoulders, and then flipped him. Holy mo, that was awesome. But to no avail, ladies and gentlemen. He had him up, a double count, a no contest between Authority and the Resistance. Very unfortunate. I feel like he had that in the bag, ladies and gents. Feel like he had that in the bag. What a matchup. I've never seen that before. Where, like, he had him up on his shoulders and, like, worked him around. That was awesome. Really, really was. These are crazy. That was really, really cool, dude. Really, really cool indeed. But again, Roddy just couldn't get back into the ring. Just couldn't get back in. Was very, very unfortunate as we move on to some 3-on-3 tag team action now. Last week on Friday Night Fury, Chosen Future beat The Smile. Week before that, The Fallen beat B&B. Ladies and gentlemen, the stipulation for this one is interesting. Whoever gets the pinfall in this match, big body by Caleb Richards. Already goes for a pinfall, but broken up. Whoever gets the pinfall in this match is in the triple threat next week on Fury for the World Heavyweight Championship. So let's say Xander Evans gets a pinfall. He will be competing for the World Heavyweight Championship. Whoever is pinned is not eligible, and the losing team must send someone else. So, for example, if Xander Evans is the one that gets pinned, he can't go for the World Heavyweight. They have to send someone else instead. A nice added stipulation for this one. Caleb Richards down. Smart to tag Draven in, who came in to break up the pinfall. Fellow Richards. Tis indeed. Draven Wild gets reversed by Caleb, who also very smart to tag out because Chase Cruz ended as well. Very smart. Right there. Chase Cruz gets involved with Draven Wild. 2 championship matches to come after this. Chase Cruz a submission. Don't think enough had been done. But Reaper was forced to come in and break things up. Chase middle rope. Pulling for Draven. Crowd on their feet. It's a day lovely uppercut. Maneuver by Chase Cruz. Into a knee drop as well. Chase Cruz knee strike, no. Oh, I thought he missed. Must have caught him though. Draven to the outside. Chase Cruz back. Oh, don't get distracted with the non-legal superstars. This is where they make the mistakes in tag team matches, man. You got to focus on the man in the ring. Not in the ring now, but the legal man. You got to focus on the legal man. Oh, my neck. Whoa, they're right where Roddy and Sibs. Oh, got counted out. Oh, man. Draven Wild feeling fired up. Ralph starting the count again. And all of a sudden, it could be back-to-back countouts here today. That's VHS's... It never goes well, Luca. It never goes well focusing on the non-legal man. Never goes well. Oh, what happens if it's another double countout? Count of 8 right now. Draven Wild. Reaper telling Draven to get back into the ring. He does, just in time. Reaper takes down Chase Cruz. Draven reset the count. It was a count of 9. I think that was 10. Draven reset it, though. Draven reset it. And Chase Cruz is back in. Wow. Maybe he reset it because technically no one would have won, so no one would have went to the triple threat. Could have been a smart. No, I think it was smart. I think he wants to get the pin, so he goes to the triple threat. Because now he sets up Sister Abigail's kiss, and face first goes Chase Cruz. Was it smart? Let's see. Caudry in to break things up. Uppercut to the throat of... Oh my God. Looks like he got stung by a snake. Is Ralph? I thought Ralph was counting for Caudry then. Ralph is looking at him. Caleb wants to tag. Draven not going to let it happen. Crazy tag team match today. Very, very crazy tag team match. Chase Cruz is down. Reaper is in. I think Reaper's on like 67% this season. Something crazy like that. Reaper's been doing very, very good for himself. Very, very good indeed. Big boot across the face. Goes for the pinfall. Has Caleb and Caudry both been in? I think they have. 1, 2, 3. That was very smart. Draven hit the finisher. Reaper knew Caleb and Caudry had both entered the ring. They couldn't re-enter the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the Reaper will be in a triple threat match next week for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Chase Cruz is unable to be selected. That means Caudry or Caleb Richards will have to be involved in the triple threat matchup next week on Fury for the World Heavyweight Championship. How exciting. How interesting. The Reaper's a former 2-time Universal Champion. Never been a World Heavyweight Champion, but maybe, just maybe, this is his time, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe, just maybe, this is his time, and this is his chance as things advance to the penultimate match of Friday Night Fury. Here today, the Junior Heavyweight Championship of Mugiardi. Of course, he's only been champ for a week. Already his first defense. Now, of course, there is a new stipulation. You're allowed to defend for 6 times, sorry, if you choose to. For the opportunity of a world title match. I love the background song. Love a bit of background music, ladies and gentlemen. Dragon Romanik, a former junior heavyweight champion himself, of course. Dragon's one of the ones. He vacated after 3 days, 3 defense before. He didn't win. It was to fight at Regents Mania, of course, for the Intercontinental Championship. Never ended up winning the title, but he did vacate after 3 defense. Would be interested to see if he would do it for 6 defense this time. And Mugiardi's never been a brand champion, a singles brand champion. This could be his chance to be a brand champion. Outside of Air Boo, be an Intercontinental Champion, maybe a World Heavyweight Champion. He has the size for it, of course. Last week, what a performance from Dragon Romanik, eh? What a performance from Dragon Romanik. It was absolutely amazing. 5 wins in a row. And then this man, Mugiardi, entered the ring. And there was no stopping him. Became the Rise Junior Heavyweight Champion. And now he faces Romanik. To Vince was fair, to be fair. Yeah, I was going to say, to Vince saw Dragon win 5 matches and said, you know what, fair enough. You deserve a title match yourself. So, I know some people, don't, love to hate on the boss, but he's very even. He's very equal. He could He could have just given the Authority the main event of the pay-per-view, technically. But he wants them to go up against the Resistance. He said, fair enough. Dragon broke a rule, so he has to defend a 10-man gauntlet. And now he said Dragon had an amazing performance last week. He gets a title match this week. I think it's very, very fair. From the CEO. Really, really do. Nice takedown there by Mugi. Mugi's not an easy man to beat, though, one-on-one. Really not an easy man. He's a big boy. I think Romanic's going to struggle to get him down. Yeah. Yeah. Right to the throat again. Romanic could look at that Junior Heavyweight Championship, though, as a lifeline. That could be his way to be a 3-time World Heavyweight Champ. If he goes for 6 defense. A lot of out-of-ring action today, isn't there? In front of the fans. A lot of out-of-ring action. Dragon smart to get it back in. He knows the champion has advantage outside. Romanic loves a super kick. From the corner, down goes Mugiati. Regardless of what happens here, Dragon's still in a hell of a compare. And he's for sure proved that. 100%, but I think he's going to want that Junior Heavyweight Championship just to add to his championships and get him a chance in the future. God, it is so hot, man. My goodness gracious me. Again, I'm quite thankful that they put on my match already. Normally, I want RPW shows to last like 2-3 hours. Oh, man. I wish I was in a freezer today. I really do. Romanic pinfall. Can barely lift up the leg of Mugiati. He's so big. Big strength there. Don't let him jump on you, Romanic. On the logo. Hook off the leg. Very, very dangerous. Oh, my God. I thought that was done. Thought that was all she wrote. Oh, and now it might be brutal. Absolutely. Oh, my God. He kicked out. Holy, I thought that was all she wrote. I saw his legs kick out at the end. That is like 650 pounds sitting on your chest. How Romanic kicked out? I don't know. There's a stunner, though. There's a stunner. Romanic's always been a man of the people. And they are rallying behind him here today. Whatever you do, don't go for a happy ending. Because lifting up that man, your back might be gone. Superman punch in the corner. Mugi misses the clothesline into a spear. Romanic hooks the leg to be the new Junior Heavyweight. Oh, Champione, but Mugiati kicks out. Romanic kick. No, that's what I told you. You can't go for them moves, Romanic. You can't go for them. There's no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'm sorry. Romanic's never been a guy to, pride himself in his strength. Strength has never been his strong suit. You can't go for it against Mugiati. You really, really can't. Oh, and now he's fired up. And now he's fired up. Romanic in the corner. Ref, get his foot out of his face. The stinky toes. Lock up between the two. Over in the corner. Oh, headbutt. Oh, what is Mugiati going for? Oh, no. Oh, Romanic's done. Romanic's out cold. Roman. Move out the way. Move out the way. Oh, my goodness. Mugiati. Oh, how on earth is he still going, ladies and gentlemen? How on earth is Dragon Romanic still fighting? Goodness gracious me. It's wait till I turn my drink on the fridge in a 2 minutes. Already got condensation. It's awful, man. It's awful. That's what I'm saying. I'm happy it's the main event already. I'm happy it's the main event. Pay-per-view is going to be hell. Pay-per-view is going to be absolute hell if it's this hot next week. Goodness gracious me. Both superstars on the outside. Oh, Romanic. Been so close a couple of times. Great kickouts as well. Really, really, really good kickouts. Whenever Mugiari's sitting on your chest, I think for sure it's done. For sure it's done. And if he goes for one more... Oh, Dragon Romanic just avoided it. Two boulder-weighted cheeks dropped to your chest, you know what I mean? Crowd getting fired up. Romanic getting fired up. Here we go. Oh my god, Romanic, can he do it? No, he took... Oh, Romanic. Romanic. He was fired up. I think he was in two minds if he can go for the happy ending or not. He stopped himself for the last second. Brutal chop. Romanic back up. Well, he's just looking at him, dude. He worms out of it. Go for a spear in the corner. There we go. Drago, there we go. Now you're fighting to your strengths. Drago Romanic with a spear. Down goes Mugi. 1, 2, out. Oh my goodness gracious me. The one show where no one's had resilience, now all of a sudden it comes out in spades. Romanic top rope with it. But no, Romanic, don't go top rope. That's not your forte either, man. That's not your forte either. Oh no, it's done. Romanic, you're done well, man. You're done well. But Mugi frickin' Hardy. This man is a beast. On the chest. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I was a second too late, but even still. Yeah. Getting sat on by the big man is not what you want. He might kick out. I think I was a second too early. But Mugi, that is a big man. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be the season of the big men. It's weird, ladies and gentlemen. It's really weird because we have so many big superstars in RPW, and the ones that I thought were going to dominate, like Norm and Brutus Brickley, they're actually struggling. Whereas the ones like Giant and Mugiardi, they're thriving right now. With their size, they're absolutely thriving. It's really, really interesting. Really, really interesting indeed. But Mugiardi, his first defense for the Junior Heavyweight Championship, I do wonder, does he go for 3 or does he go for 6? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event of Friday Night Fury. Take it away, Mac Rome.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for
Luke, it's dangerous, bro.
Wrestling
It's dangerous.
Heavyweight Championship.
It's dangerous. Mugi's serious. GMK, I'd be careful if I was you, dude. I really, really would. Here we go. I just want to double check the dates for it. August 13th, Charmander beat Brandon Bombs for the World Heavyweight Championship 2024. And then we have May 30th, 2023. Charmander beat Brandon Bombs for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is actually Brandon Bombs' longest World Heavyweight Championship reign. His other reigns were 28 days, 18 days, and 42 days. Right now he's on 42, so he's joint, I guess. So if he loses, he'll be joint with his longest reign, actually. Charmander, former 2-time World Heavyweight Champion again. Normally, he has Brandon Bombs' number when it comes to these matches. Can he do it one more time for the hat-trick? That is the question here today. If anyone can beat Brandon Bombs right now, it feels like it's this guy. The fact that we have a World Heavyweight Championship match on Friday Night Fury in the main event, I love. Love this guy's look. Me too, man. Really, the fashion team cooked on his look this year. It's his best look that he's had. For sure. I always say this. I love title matches on a weekly show. I really, really do. Not every week, but when they happen, it just feels special, man. It just feels special. The fact that the weekly crowd gets to have a world title match in front of their eyes and they don't have to wait or pay for a pay-per-view. Cinema, man. We know the winner of this will be defending at Supremacy next Saturday as well. That belt looks so good on Brandon Bombs. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks so good on him. One of my favorite champions. I'm glad, hopefully, he's actually having a proper reign this time. I love Brandon Bombs. I think he's one of the best superstars we have. He personifies that World Heavyweight Championship again, a four-time champion, the only four-time World Heavyweight Champion in WWE history. It looks so good around his waist. Then again, it's hard to make that belt look bad around someone's waist, but Gord thinks Brandon retains. I'm going to go Brandon retains as well. I think Charman has beaten him twice before. I don't think he does it a third time. If he does, Charman is the first superstar with 14 championships. But I'm going to go Brandon Bombs for this one. Main event, Friday Night Fury, a week before Supremacy. I'm going Brandon Bombs. And Brandon could potentially be a double champion. Brandon could be a triple champion. If he retains today and then retains at Supremacy, and the Authority only have 4 male superstars, Dino, Sims, Brandon, and Giant. So if they win and they main event, I'm assuming it's going to be them 4 in the main event match for both both tag team title matches. Either they split it 2 and 2, Sims and let's say Dino takes one and Brandon and Giant takes one, something like that. They split it 2 and 2, or they could give it to 2 superstars. Like they could give Brandon both tag team belts, like the Reverend has, and be cross-brand. So Brandon could be a triple champion, technically speaking, which would be interesting. Oh, lovely looking belt. Let me do some stretches as Mike announces this. Let me stretch out a little bit. There we go. Oh, man. Make sure you get your stretches in, boys and girls. Deep vein thrombosis. You don't want anyone seizing up
weighing
in this heat.
205 pounds.
Oh, yeah. Can't be seeing them for free. Need the KO only fans for that.
The Pro Wrestling World.
They won't win the TFT Supremacy with Tank Gold.
Champion.
Yeah, man, I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it.
Brandon.
I'm just saying it. Practice your... Need a good stretch every now and then, you know? Need a good stretch. That's why I'm so fast and limber. Charman is 205. He's on the brink. Yeah, he's in the Cruiserweight Classic, remember? Love that belt, man. I love that belt. I really, really do. The big gold of RPW. Ladies and gentlemen, main event of Fury. Charmander and Brandon Bombs. And here we go. Ready for this one. Charmander with the early offense. I think it's smart for Charmander. I think Charmander needs to get in there quick and do some damage. I think the longer this match goes on, it suits Brandon Bombs, because one Brandon Bomb, boom, it can be done. We've seen that a lot today. Charmander using that high-flying speed to his advantage. Middle of the ring. The only problem with your Charmander being a cruiserweight, you don't want to use all your stamina, you know? You don't want to run around too much and use all that stamina up. We've seen that before with cruiserweights, where they face bigger opponents and they expect to out-stamina them, but then they use all their stamina too quickly. I hope Charmander wins the Cruiserweight Classic tournament. You want to take on Charmander? Interesting. Again, Charmander's looking to be a 14-time champion, whether it's the Cruiserweight or the World Heavyweight. Is he bleeding already, or is that... I think it was a mark. I think it was a mark. Never had a singles match with him yet. Interesting. I think it would be a good match for the Cruiserweight Championship, should it happen. I think it'd be a fine match. Charmander's cooking right now. It could be a champion's champ match, potentially. He might be the World Heavyweight Champion by the time he wins it. Brandon Bones with the thumbs down to him, though. Looking to take over is the champion now. Finally getting involved. Ralph directly in the way. First pinfall by the champion. On the challenger. Oh, foot on the... Are you sure? Of all the calls that we've missed before, we're calling that a rope break? I don't know. I don't know about that one, I'll be honest with you, but the rope saves Charmander. Of all the things we miss, and we're calling that? Foot on the pad. Was it on the pad? Looked like there was a gap to me. But hey, referee's word is final. His word is final. Daniel, how do you feel about having a day off today? Normally you're booked every week. I learned a new hit to kick out. You're up there for workhorse this season. It's weird not seeing Daniel Black booked on a show today. I do wonder if you're going to be in the triple threat next week to go back for the World Heavyweight Championship or not. Back into the ring is Charmander. I was going to say the same about Nicole, but then she ended up showing up anyway. Even when she's not booked, she shows up for work, which I love. Face of Fury deserves a rest sometimes. That is very, very true. I think that's why RK took a step back, to be fair, and took a break from in-ring wrestling. I've heard he's coming back, though. I've heard he's coming back. So you don't have to worry too much about that. A good rest is needed. For everyone, look at this spine buster by Charmander. My goodness gracious me, what a championship on the line. 2 count and a kick out. And Charmander setting up. Charmander setting up, ladies and gents. But Brandon Bombs with a reversal. Kick to the midsection. Oh, fingers are up. Fingers are up. Brandon Bombs in the middle of the ring. And still, ladies and gentlemen, your world heavyweight Charmander. I forget he's Brazilian. Welcoming Tay Jones. RK just wants to come back and be devious. RK's never been devious in his RPW career. Best in the world, just wants to put on fun matches with everyone. Lovely spine buster. Oh my god, he's setting up again. Thumbs down, kick to the middle. Charmander reverses. Charmander reverses. 81st match today. You've been here for a minute now. How many matches Hope Eternal had? God, I remember when she was just a wee rookie. Just a wee rookie. 57 and 5 championships. Longest ever prestigious championship reign as well. My goat, man. My goat, Hope Eternal. My goat. Is she still here? She... Someone tell me if not. It's not open. My goat, though. My goat. I'd never talk down on Hope Eternal. My goat. You know? Ralph, can you learn where the camera is, lad? Oh, Charmander pinfall. But, like I said, I don't think it's a timely pinfall from Charmander. As he's setting up, though, to become a 3-time World Heavyweight Champion. Bang. Well, done it for Brandon. It's only fair. Hooked that leg away from the rope. Very smart. New World. Oh, new World Champion Fury would have been big a week before a pay-per-view. These two just bringing out big moves. Dragon and Mugi. That was a great match because they took the time. These two are just bringing out big moves, dude. I feel like that's Brandon Bomb's style, though. He's not like a wrestler. He's just a hit a big move and win type guy, you know? He doesn't care about good graps. He just wants to inflict pain and win. Does Brandon Bombs. 1 count. Nothing much going there. Any dark matches this weekend? I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. I'd love to see a bit of Anthony Richards involved. Charmander top rope. Matan. Oh my goodness gracious, look at this. Amazing colouring. Thumbs down by Brandon again. I don't think he knew Charmander was getting up there in front of him. Lovely Spinning uppercut. Charmander's holding his own, you know. Charmander's wanting to win it today. He's wanting to win. Brandon in the corner getting pummeled and beaten, dude. Into oblivion. Look at his body. He's taking some damage. And now he's busted open. Now the World Heavyweight Champ is bleeding. We could see a new champion on Friday Night Fury, ladies and gentlemen. I thought the commentators cursed. I thought we rolled him up. We really, really could. A World Championship changing hands on a weekly show is absolutely awesome. How about middle of the ring? Brandon bombs over to the corner. Stalking and connecting. I love that spear by Brandon. Charmander's down. Brandon bombs. Oh my god, the deadlift. Oh, he's doing what Roddy done. He's doing what Roddy done. He moved him around into a Brandon bombs. That was awesome. He deadlifted Charmander like he was a sack of potatoes, rotating him round into a Brandon bombs. 1, 2, and 3. And Brandon bombs is still your RPW World Heavyweight Champion. That was a bad freaking ass. We saw that twice today. Never seen that before. He picked him up and rotated him around into a Brandon bombs. What a win and what a world champion. Officially his longest world title reign of his career, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's going to be tough to take it off. I really, really do. I'm a big, big fan of Brandon bombs. We have Supremacy news. We know Hope Eternal vs Nicole O'Grady is going to be happening. We know what the main event is going to be as well. I'm hoping more news comes about it next week. That's for sure. A lot of fun to be had on World Warzone. 2 triple threat matches to find out who will be taking on Zeke in a triple threat matchup. His first triple threat defense. Same on Fury. And we have Smiley's Rise. Ladies and gentlemen, next week is officially Supremacy Week. Keep your hats on. Keep your hands together for Hope Eternal. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, that this is who we are.